Problems on principal stress. Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, what are the data here? Can you quickly tell me? So, it is a 2D plane here, correct? So, I guess x direction, sigma x is 180 Newton per millimeter square, correct? Sigma y 120 Newton per millimeter square. There is also torque in this direction, okay, and one torque to keep it in equilibrium state. One torque is applied like that. Sorry, shear is applied. So tau is 80 Newton per millimeter square. So please note that magnitude is same. So whatever shear stress you're applying, shear force you're applying, equal and opposite of the same magnitude you're applying on both the sides. So data given is, quickly write down the data. Sigma x, you have to note whether it is tensile or compressive. If it is tensile outside, then the unit will be positive. It is compressive means unit will be negative. So both are tensile in nature, according to the figure given. Sigma y 120 Newton per millimeter square. Tau 80 Newton per millimeter square. If they have asked principal stresses and tau is 0, in equation also you have to take the tau equation as 0. Okay. So here is the principal stress equation. What is principal stress equation? Principal stress equation. Stress equation. Sigma 1 is a major principal stress. Sigma 1, major principal stress. Sigma 1, major principal stress. What is the equation in terms of sigma x and sigma y? Sigma x plus sigma y by 2 plus root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square. You can get it. Last time I wrote it in a different way. That's okay. You can write it like that also. If you multiply that half inside, okay, then you get this equation. Tau square. Okay. So earlier I had written an equation like this. You can take this half outside common. Then you can write, simply you can write sigma x minus sigma y whole square plus 4 times tau. Okay. So just taking half as common. Okay. When half is taken inside the square root, it becomes 4. 4 gets cancelled and 2 comes inside the bracket. So two different ways of writing the same formula. Are you okay with this? Either you can use this formula or this formula. It is same, just taking the half as common outside and writing in this way. Some textbooks they will write in this way. Some textbooks they will use the principal stress equation in this way. Is it clear? Can you solve this and tell me the answer? All data is given here clearly. Sigma x, sigma y, and tau. Please note that there is no theta equation. Okay, there is no oblique plane. When principal stress is asked, there is no oblique plane. Only thing is you have to calculate the angle between the principal stresses. Okay, substitute and get the answer. What is the answer? Sigma 1. This is
Sir, tau square is inside the root.
inside the root, yeah. Tau square inside.
Sir, I'm getting 89.19.
59. Can you please check once again? This should be 150. 180 plus 120 is 300 by 2. 300 by 2 is 150. Square root of 180 minus 20, 60 by 2, 30 square plus 80 square.
235.44.
Correct. 235. This is okay. Very simple problem. Interesting and very simple. Next, to calculate sigma 2. Okay, sigma 2, what you have to do? Simply you have to change the uh, sign convention. So instead of major, make it minor principal stress. Sigma 2. Okay, sigma 2 means just replace this plus by minus sign. That's it.
So 64.5.
64, good. 64.56. Okay. Let us see what they have asked next. Magnitude of principal stresses they have asked. Direction of principal stresses they have asked. How to calculate the directions of principal stress. That is important. So here, referring back to the figure. Okay, so principal stress might be like this. Okay, you have seen right previously. We have discussed this at some angle like this at a theta p. Okay, theta p. So theta p is the angle of the principal stress. Okay, so sigma 1 is here corresponding to sigma x, and sigma 2 is here corresponding to minor principal axis. So that the plane will be like that. Okay, plane will be rotated by some angle. Okay. So to calculate this angle between these two, theta p you calculate, then you add 90 degree for that. You will get the angle of sigma 2 with respect to sigma x. Okay. So to calculate theta p, what is the formula? Do we have a formula for that? Directions of principal means you have to calculate the angles, corresponding angles of principal stress. That is what they are asking. Principal stress angles. Yeah, tan 2 theta is the equation, isn't it? Yeah. After calculating sigma x and sigma y, sigma 1 and sigma 2, or in terms of sigma x and sigma y, if you want to calculate, tan 2 theta p equals I'll just admit tan 2 theta p is 2q. No, sorry. This is We found sigma n and sigma t, correct. So then we found sigma t as px minus py by 2 sin 2 theta t minus cos tau. Yeah, this is tau, correct. This is tau, shear stress, and sigma x minus sigma y. So this is the formula. So from this you can calculate theta p. 2 into tau. Tau is given here. 1 into sigma x is 180 minus sigma y is 120. So how much will be the answer? 160 by 60. So 2.67 tan 2 theta p, or 2 theta p is tan inverse of 2.667. So theta p will be tan,
Sir, 34.722.
yeah, 34.7. So that is the angle of sigma 1. Okay, this is the angle of sigma 1. If you want, you can take it as sigma p, theta p1. Theta p2 will be theta p1 plus 90 degrees. Plus 90 degrees. So plus 90 degree, you will get 124.72 degrees. Okay. Because both are mutually perpendicular. Okay. That's the reason I added 90 degrees. Because both the stresses, sigma 1 and sigma 2, both principal stresses are mutually perpendicular each other. So one angle if you find is enough. So other you can correspondingly find sigma 2. Just you have to add the theta p plus 90. Next, what they've asked. So we calculate the magnitude of principal stress. We also calculate the direction of principal stress. Then we have to calculate. Then we have to calculate magnitude of maximum shear. So maximum shear also have to calculate. How to calculate maximum shear? What is the angle at maximum shear? Do you remember? Stress. So better do it in that way itself. Sigma 1, sigma x plus sigma y by 2. Okay, plus root of sigma x minus sigma y by 2 whole square plus tau square. Okay, in this formula, the second portion is sigma tau max. So maximum shear tau max. Can you calculate this portion and say what is the formula value you get? Only the second part of this. By 2 plus 80 square. What is the value? Can you tell me? 180 minus 120 by 2.
84.4.
Yeah, 85.4 Newton per millimeter square. So tau max maximum shear stress. So you can expect a similar type of problems, okay, in this chapter. Right. So further, take one assignment. Just try to solve by yourself. Write down question. A plane element plane element is subjected to a plane element is subjected to stresses as shown in the figure. Determine the principal stress maximum shear stress and their planes sketch the planes determine. Okay, copied on this figure. A plane element is subjected to stresses as shown in the figure. Determine the principal stresses, maximum shear stress, and their planes. Okay, you have to calculate principal stresses sigma 1 and sigma 2. You have to calculate maximum shear stress tau max. We calculated in the previous problem. Their planes. Try to solve these things. This thing I will explain in the next class. Draw this sketch. How to draw the plane I will explain in the next class. So tensile, sigma x is tensile, 60 Newton per millimeter square. Sigma y is compressive. See, these coordinate systems are taken like this according to our assumption. You can take sigma y and sigma x also. Okay, not necessary that sigma x you have to take in this. So x, y, z coordinate. X, Y, Z coordinate. Okay, tau is also given. Tau is given. Shear is given. Shear stress 10 Newton per millimeter square. The three values are given: sigma x, sigma y, tau. See, in the exam question, sigma x, sigma y will not be specified here. You have to, question will be like this. Okay, you only have to take down the data from them. Is it okay? Sigma x 60 Newton per millimeter square. Sigma y, this is your assumption. And the tau, sorry, 10 Newton per millimeter square.
Sir,
Yeah,
can we take sigma x as compressive and sigma y as tensile?
yeah, you can take the answer, you'll get same.
Because in the exam, the values won't be.
Yeah, this will not be specified whether it's sigma x or this is sigma y like that. They'll just give you numbers like this. So coordinates you can take it
So
accordingly.
it won't matter if you take it anywhere.
No, 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 it will not matter. Only you have to consider the sign. Say for example, I'm taking sigma y here. That's tensile, tensile. Okay. I'll take sigma x as compressive. Okay. Then you have to change the sign accordingly. See here, according to my sign convention, I've taken sigma x like this in this direction. It is tensile, so it is here. It is tensile. Tensile, you know, right? It's going outwards, positive. Sigma y compressive. So this I have to take minus here. All this now. Compressive.
Yes, sir.
Minus 40. Okay, so minus 40. See the direction. It is trying to compress the object. So it is compressive in nature. So sigma x 60, sigma y minus 40. Or you can take sigma x like this, minus 40, sigma y as the other way. The answer you will get the same. Okay, nothing to worry about it. But follow, everywhere you follow only one type of coordinate system. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I'll just take the attendance. Mohd Shahir is absent. Ashish Kumar, is there Ashish Kumar?
Present, sir.
Babin is absent. Babin, Gagan, present.
Present, sir.
Govind, present. Likit, Manuel John, Nizar, Navneet, Prajwal, Shri Krishna Bhatt, present.
Present, sir.
Rajat,
Present, sir.
Rajat is present. Ah, Rajat is present, sir. Dhanush, Charan, Atish, Gangadhar. Okay, I'll end the session here. Try to find out principal stress, maximum shear stress. So if you calculate principal stress, you will get maximum shear stress also automatically. Okay, these two things to calculate and continue in the next class.